Yo, this your boy CD Warner 77 signing on. Coming at you live and direct with another gun review video I want to talk about. I haven't put one out in about a week. So we're going to talk about semi-automatic handguns, obviously, one of the favorite things I like. We have today your full-size service pistol, the Glock 22 Gen 4, right? So let's get into this. First thing we want to do is make sure the gun is clear, right? So nothing in the magazine, chamber is clear, nothing in the mag well, right? Cool. All right, so let's get in this. So obviously, for people who are researching for a good polymer semi-automatic handgun, Glock is one of the main ones that's talked about, revered as one of the most reliable and durable pistol or firearm that you can own. The Glock 22, which I have here, this is chambered in a 40 caliber. You have the Glock 17 that's chambered in 9mm. You got the Glock 30, which is changing 45 ACP. You got the Glock 31, I think, is chambered in 357 SIG. So they make a lot of different variations of this pistol. Like I said again, this is the full-size service pistol. Magazine capacity is 15+1. Anybody that ever shot a pistol before knows that 40 cal is pretty snappy, but it's a nice defensive big round. It's in between the 9mm and the 45 ACP. So with that being said, a lot of full service size pistols obviously have a longer extended grip, which makes a good purchase on the pistol. So shooting this gun, this 40 caliber handgun, is not as snappy as it would be if it was the Glock 23, which is comparable to the actual Glock 19 and 9mm, which is like half of this slide and like half of the, not half, but majority of this grip is gone. I think that holds, I want to say 13. No, it holds 15+1 in the 9mm in the Glock 19. So let's talk about some of the specs. Obviously, just looking at the pistol, I'm not a big fan as far as how they look, blocky. That's Glock's look. Has a lower bore axis as far as height right here in the back, if you guys can see that. They have their own special grip with this. But as far as, to each his own, man. The Gen 4 is a little more aggressive if you want that grip, converts to the Gen 3 that I shot, which is a little bit more smoother. That's a personal preference. But like I said, it's reliable. Glock is known, their reputation is based upon reliability and durability. Now, I've shot this firearm. It's a great shooter, accurate right out the box. Trigger reset is nice. It's real clean break and crisp. So again, the gun is clear. So if you check, listen to the trigger, right, and you reset it, you listen to the reset, nice audible, clean break on the reset. So you can hear it and feel it. So it helps put that shot placement right back, follow-up shots right on target. So the overall length of this gun, I want to say is 7.95, I think, in length of inches, or almost 8 inches. The height of it is 5.4, so it's like 5.5 inches in height, and the width of it is 1.8. So it's a real thin design, 1.8 inches. So it doesn't print as bad. It's not a real thick gun like some of the guns are really thick. Let's see what else we got. The overall barrel length is 4.48 inches. So almost a 5-inch barrel in there. Let's see what else. Weight, without any ammunition in it, unloaded, I want to say is 29 ounces when I weighed it. And with ammo, it was 34.5 ounces. The trigger pull on here, I would say, has to be 5.5 right out the box. Now, Glock has a lot of A lot of people gravitate towards Glock because one of the aftermarket things you can do to customize this gun. Real affordable and they're everywhere. So a lot of people tend to change out the trigger, slide release. You know, they get a bigger slide release or a thinner one. Obviously, the first thing I would do is change these plastic sights. I like steel sights right out the box, but this is Glock's known sights that they have on all their guns. That's just standard how they come. I definitely will take those out of there. Let's see what else we got to talk about. There's no external safety on here as well. And for an advanced shooter, that's fine. For me personally, I don't like safeties, but for a new shooter who's just starting out, you know, just to give you a peace of mind, they don't have an external physical clip safety or thumb safety or thing like that, but it has a drop safety built into it. So this gun can be chambered and dropped and it won't fire. It also has a feather trigger, so this trigger has to be depressed properly for it to fire. I don't know if you guys can see that. It won't even depress if you don't fully put your pad of your finger on it and press it all the way to the back like that. So definitely safe. Feels good, like I said, for a home defense situation or a trunk gun, or just, I wouldn't carry something as big as this. I used to carry a Springfield XDM that big, but it's just too much of the butt or print for me personally unless you carry appendix. But as far as a home defense round or car gun, I think the 40 caliber with this size, you'll be able to control it better and put sights, your shots on target because of the full purchase that you can get on the gun with the high grip here. So you, for a person like me that has big hands, you can get a good grip. So when you fire, you guys can see, when you fire, my whole hand fits this, and you can actually see that it's covered with the grip. So controlling this 40 cal is a good way to mitigate that recoil. Man, it comes out the box with adjustable back straps. So if you like a medium, small, whatever, you can do that as well. All the magazines also fit, from the bigger magazines, fit into the smaller Glock. So if you have like the, I want to say Glock 23 and 40 cal, you can take this higher round capacity mag for that, because I think that one was like 13. And then the baby Glock is the 27 for the 40 cal, can take those mags too. They're interchangeable. Now you also can't take a smaller mag and put it in here, it won't fit. But all these bigger magazines fit into the smaller guns. So if you think about the concealability, if you want to have the Glock 23 or maybe the Glock 27 and want to carry some higher capacity magazines as your backup, that'll work for you. They are interchangeable. And they also take the drums. They also take the long sticks. I think the long stick for the 40 cal I think is 22, converts to the 9mm being 33. So let's see what else we can talk about. It comes with 3 magazines. Also, I failed to mention that. The Gen 4 comes with 3 magazines. So one, when you open it up, one will be in there. You have 2 additional magazines to start off with. So that's a good deal. Glock magazines are pretty much everywhere. They're may costly in my opinion. They're about 35 to 40 bucks for a magazine. So the fact that you get 3 right out the box, I think is great. It also has a rail on here too. For you guys that like me, I like to add lights, especially if you're going to use this for a home defense scenario or even a trunk gun and not carry. You want to be able to illuminate your target, or you can use lasers or whatever you can use here. So it has a rail for you too. That's kind of good. But mainly, one of the things about these Glock 40s that a lot of law enforcement agencies use this for a full-size service pistol. Police, detectives, sometimes even the Army, SWAT, because it's a real devastating, it's a slow round, but it's a big hard-hitting round. And like I said, with the full-size service pistol, you can get nice capacity, like I said, 15+1 chamber. It's a lot of stopping power. It normally wouldn't take more, a good shot placement, about 2 center mass. So, I think it's a good firearm. So nice ambidextrous mag release, sticks out a little bit. Takedown on the Glocks are simple, pretty much. See if I can get this on camera for you guys. So what you want to do, always make sure that the gun is clear, which it is, nothing in the mag, pointing in a safe direction. You want to pull the trigger first for this one, and then they have takedown levers on both sides, right? So you have to pull this maybe like 1/8 of an inch and lock it and just pull this down, and then you slide the slide forward. You have your trigger group and your modular in here. You got your recoil spring, and you have your 4.48 inch barrel here. So this is fully stripped. The gun is fully stripped, okay? Real easy to clean. So putting it back together on here, we're gonna go drop the barrel in there, put your recoil spring. You wanna make sure that this seats parallel all the way to the slide, because it's 2 levels up there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's actually 2 levels. So if you put it up on this one here, it'll have it, yeah, I do it. It'll have it malfunctioning, see? And it doesn't sit in there properly. So you want to make sure it's parallel with the slide. There we go. That's on that. And then you want to just take the rails and line them up. Just put them back on there, which is really easy. So it fits. Rack it. Make sure it cycles. Fire. Reset. Good. Fire. So that's it. That's quick to field strip and put right back together. So overall, and you know, hey man, it's a melanite finish, I think, on the slide, so it doesn't rust. You know, cosmetically, I don't like the way it looks, but again, let's keep in mind it's a tool, right? For self-defense. It's going to get beat up, but as a Glock reliability, if I want something that's reliable, I mean, you can't argue with it. Glock is reliable. Their customer service is great. You know, I don't think you'd be disappointed going with a Glock product, especially 40 cal. A little costly to train with as far as planking, but hey, again, all this firearm stuff is expensive, right? But if you want to utilize training and being familiar how to clear jam, tap rack, and slide, you know, knowing how to shoot, how this gun shoots, and you're responsible for everything that discharge from this bore. So with that being said, you know, I think it's a good find. You think you pick these up for like maybe $580 for the full size service pistol, to between $600 plus tax. So yeah, but it's a nice firearm, man. Durable, shoot pretty much anything. Tula ammo. I don't recommend Tula ammo, but it will shoot anything. No misfeeds, no stovepipes. So Glock is reliable. It's not the best looking gun, but hey, can't always have them sexy. So then you got some people who love this and think this is one of the sexiest things they ever saw in their life. To each his own, right? So anyway, this your boy CD Warner 77 signing out. Just want to do a quick review on the Glock 22 40 cal Gen 4 full size service pistol. You know, if you have this gun and you like it or you recommend it, hey, leave some comments in the subscription, you know, box below, and yeah, like and share the video, and I'm out. Peace.